Mamma mia! Welcome back to Cooking with Jan. We're going to have a blast today because after many years, I finally perfected baking a pizza. I've struggled with baking a pizza for years, as you'll see from a previous episode. Then take the dough and they stretch it like this. However, I will not mess with that, and I'll have to cheat and just take a roll. But today, I just baked the pizza in a pan, and I've bought the special pan for this method from a great German pan maker called Hofmann. The first thing to know about making a pizza or baking a pizza is to get the right pizza flour. Now, I used strong flour last time. It's 550, but it really is a recommendation to just get, if you can. I mean, you can use 550, it'll work. But if you can get type 00, which is pizza flour, that's the best. Okay? And the other thing too is if you have a kitchen machine, a food processor, that just makes things a cinch. I mean, of course you can put it in a bowl like we did. You can mix the ingredients and then you can knead the dough. It'll take about 10 minutes or so, and I did that. But if you have this, it's a snap. Okay, I have 500 grams of pizza flour, which I put in here. Here I have 4 grams of dried yeast. I used fresh yeast last time. Dried yeast is better. Only 4 grams. Put that in there. And then I have, like I say, it's just a cinch. I have 1 teaspoon about of salt and 1 teaspoon of sugar. Put that in there as well. 300 milliliters of lukewarm water. Let's just see if it's still lukewarm. Yes, it is. It'll be fine. Put that in there. And also add 2 tablespoons, this is very important for it makes it really delicious, of olive oil. Yeah, and I've just turned the machine on at a slow pace. I'm going to speed it up once the ingredients are mixed. And this will knead with the knead function, with the knead attachment for about 7 minutes. Okay, my dough is nearly finished. As you can see, when I put up the speed, it stops sticking and becomes very pliable. So all you do is take your dough, which should be very pliable. Get your hands a little bit full of flour so you can work this dough and remove it. And there you are. See, this is your dough. Plop it down. You can just work it just a little bit. Now the next step is for us to make a ball. Just cut it in 2. Because we're going to make 2 pizzas. Weigh them out. Make sure that they're about equal weight. 406. 404. Perfect. And then we're going to put them into balls. And now all we have to do is we have to let the dough rise. And we're going to take 2 hours for that. Set my timer for 2 hours. We're going to do our pizza sauce. And it's such a cinch. I mean, you can do it any way you like. And I just use my blender because I have a blender. I take just a can of tomatoes, just put it in there, put in some salt. So we'll just put in about, not even, but a half teaspoon of onion powder. And about a half teaspoon of garlic powder. I'll taste it and see whether or not I want to put in more. Then we put in, about a half teaspoon of oregano. Always very important. Half teaspoon of thyme. Thyme and oregano go so well together. Put that in there. And I'm also going to put in some dried basil. You can also use fresh basil, but I have fresh basil for our pizza later. Just put in about, also, not even a half teaspoon, but not that much. I forgot an important ingredient to give it a little more substance for it's a bit watery. Oh, how many is it? 3 handfuls. Nice Parmesan cheese, always delicious. Just put it in there. I'm just going to taste it. Good, but it needs just a little bit of salt, a bit of pepper, and just a little bit more garlic powder. You have to get your sauce to what you like it. Now, of course, other ingredients are going to go on the pizza, so don't overdo it with the seasoning because you have seasoning from your other ingredients that you put on the pizza. Okay, our pizza dough has been rising for actually 3 hours. Voila! Have a look at the results there. We're going to fire up our oven to 250 degrees centigrade Celsius, which will make it very, very hot. And because we're using this pan, which can take that much heat, it won't be a problem. So this is 32 centimeters in diameter because I want to have a nice large pizza. You can use anything that can withstand that kind of temperature. You know, for example, some use a cover for their pan. A steel pan will work too. 250. It'll be hot enough. Now, I used to have to play with the dough. You know, I can't, of course, throw the dough up in the air. I used to punch it to try to get it into form. And what I do is I first press it, and then I punch it. Does it work? Lighten up while you still can. Don't even try to understand. I take a little of olive oil for our pan. I even do it with my fingers a bit, just like that. Make sure that the oil's around. So I'll make sure I just... Right, and then I just take this like this. I just dump it in there. And then all you do is just spread it out. It's the most simplest thing ever. It's not the most beautiful pizza you can do, but it'll be fine. And the whole point is just to transfer your dough into your pan. Okay, first thing will be to put in our sauce, which we prepared before. Okay, we put some Parmesan cheese. I had 3 handfuls in the sauce, but I always put just a little bit more as the base. Always. I always do this. By the way, this is grana padano, which is a little bit cheaper than Parmesan, and actually, I prefer it. You can put in your mozzarella cheese, which is shredded, and you just buy, or you can shred yourself. You can, by the way, use any cheese you want to, any one that you think will go well with your pizza. Go ahead and do so. So I'll put some mozzarella cheese on there. I've got some mushrooms here. Oops. I've got some red pepper cut up. So some onions. I want to put in some onions first. Oh, by the way, that's why I didn't put in so much onion powder or even an onion, because I knew that I was going to put it on top of my pizza. Just put on a little more mozzarella here. Doesn't have to be perfect. These ingredients you can put on when you bake your pizza. We're going to bake it for 15 minutes. Your salami, your paprika, your mushrooms, your onions. But I'm also going to put on a little bit of ham. And finally, I'm going to make it really beautiful with some basil leaves. But they go on at the very end. Okay, the moment of truth with my nice pan here. Into the oven it goes. And then because my pan is detachable, I just detach it. In it goes. Okay, I have my handy handle. I've had to learn how to affix this again. To go up and in back into the oven. Take off the handle. And put it in there for another 2 minutes. Get my handle in there. And that's all you do. You can use your hands a little bit. And then you just lift it onto your tray like this. That's it. That's simple. It's very hot, the pizza right now, so before I try, I just have to let it cool down a bit. Because one of the things that you want to avoid is you want to avoid the pizza being too rubbery. And yes, I've already tried some. Please give me a thumbs up here on Cooking with Jan. This is a pan pizza, or pizza reloaded. And would also like to thank you for the support. Now we have 163 subscribers, so please subscribe and support the channel. Until we meet again, as Jacques Pepin says, happy baking.